Yeah, well, I just wanted to have a chat about Shyftr or Shyftr. We'll call it Shyftr. I probably got that pronunciation completely wrong, but when you have these trendy Web 2.0 names, you never quite know how to pronounce. There's obviously been a little bit of controversy about the model, and I take it aside where I'm not comfortable with that model, and I just wanted to explain why in a reasonable and rational way. Let's start with the positives. What's there to like about Shyftr? Well, it's really, really, really nice interface. It's the way they present RSS feeds is it's beautiful. It's great. What the guys are trying to do with the model, I commend them for trying new things, for moving into this 2.0 space, for giving it a shot. I mean, innovation is not lacking with this product. Let's look at the negatives. The negatives are, and I'm having this conversation with Lewis Gray, so it's sort of an extension of a private conversation. They are republishing full feeds. Now, Lewis's counter-argument is basically that, well, they're not republishing the full feeds against the comment thread or the discussion. That's great, and it's good that they've moved away from that, and I'll credit where it's due. The problem is I can get onto Shyftr, I can use it as an RSS reader, read the full feed, click the comment button, and be taken to the comment thread without ever going back to the originating site. Now, if we look at 2.0 simply from a user viewpoint, yeah, I mean, is it good for the user? Yeah, there's definitely some benefits there from the user. But, you know, we're looking at this 2.0 space and we're having people saying that, you know, particularly the people against the 2.0 blogging tools in particular, saying that it takes from their page views. You know, one guy the other day was saying it's going to kill blogging. The reality is, if everybody adopted the Shyftr model, it would kill blogging, because you'd never ever, or certainly paid blogging or supported blogging or ad-supported blogging, because you'd never end up going back to the originating page, to the source. And that's where I'm uncomfortable with the product. How do they overcome this? I've been racking my brain since I first got an account there, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I must admit, look, I'm having problems getting into the site. It is insanely slow, but I've heard the guys are having some problems with servers, and these things happen. So that's not a criticism, it's just an observation. How do they fix it? Shyftr needs to sort out what they want to be. It's basically established now that you cannot run ads against RSS feeds. Now, Google Reader, blog lines, but this argument happened back in 03, 04. Because you cannot really commercialise, you're very, very slippery slope. You start commercialising, selling ads against other people's full content. Even if you are providing utility or service in terms of the feed reader, it's not your content. It's legalities aside, and you probably have copyright issues there as well, but it's morally repugnant to build a business on the back of other people's content. I mean, RSS readers have become a utility play, which is an extension of larger players. Google Reader and Bloglines is an extension of AOL or ISC. No, Ask. No, by Ask. I never remember. Was it? Oh, someone owned something. But anyhow, I digress. So the other model for Shyftr is this friend feed activity stream commenting system. It's not really friend feed territory from what I can gather. It's sort of partially aggregating friend stuff and whatnot. It sort of half goes into that Discourse space, and you know, I reckon that competition is probably good in the Discourse space. I know this says who, and there's a couple of others, but the commenting system is fairly smart. If they could do a seismic play, you know, that they're aggregating the content now, they're trying to centralise it around it, but Seismic said, okay, well, we're going to start doing blog comments. And they sort of took it away from the main Seismic thing and took it onto blogs, so they're giving something back. I think that there's a basis for a business model there. And I could support the guys do that. And I'll tell you what, again, the look of the site, they've got an eye for looks. And, you know, visuals aren't everything, but I'll tell you what, I mean, it helps when the service you're using is pretty, and there's no doubt that this service is. So there's a few ideas. By all means, feel free to leave a comment on the thread or on friend feed. But I just wanted to open the conversation, mostly because I don't want people to think, and this is going to sound precious, but I don't want people to think I'm just criticising this company for the sake, but I have some real legitimate concerns about it. 2.0 blogging tools should be a two-way street. You know, services like Discourse and friend feed are inclusive. They actually give back, and I don't see Shyftr as it stands at the moment, or Shyftr, giving back. I actually see them taking without contributing to the cloud. That they're building they're nearly another walled garden. Maybe not strictly so, but they're building these comment cloud on their own service without benefiting somebody else back and sharing, for lack of a better word. So that's my thoughts on Shyftr, and I know people will have different thoughts, but I thought I'd cut this video for the Inquisitor, and we'll see if I can get an Inquisitor logo down the bottom and see how we go. Thanks.